One of the more challenging and personal parts of Paul's letter to the Romans comes in chapters 9 through 11, where Paul spends a good bit of time reflecting upon the problem and the challenge of Israel's rejection of Christ as the Messiah. And for him, this is no mere theological exercise. It involves his countrymen, his friends, his family. He's deeply anguished and saddened by how many of them have rejected Jesus as the Messiah, and he's pondering about what all that means. And he reaches some conclusions about that, but he doesn't totally work out everything. And he lands at the end of chapter 11 in this really beautiful place, and it's kind of a poem, a doxology. He says, "Oh, the depth of the riches of the wisdom and knowledge of God! How unsearchable his judgments and his paths beyond tracing out! Who has known the mind of the Lord, or who has been his counselor? Who has ever given to God that God should repay them? For from him and through him and to him are all things. To him be the glory forever. Amen." Beautiful place to land, right? At the end of all of this theological rumination and speculation, he comes to a place of falling on God's mercy and wisdom, which is not a bad place to land. I think right now, in the midst of our crisis, our pandemic, our civil unrest, that's also a great place to land. We don't always know what God is up to and all the things that are happening in our world, and falling on his wisdom and mercy is a good place to be. Amen.